Hello, welcome back to Ark Survival Ascended. Today we're going to take a look at the visual storage mod, how to use it, and what it can do for you. So if you've been playing the game recently, you've seen the visual storage mod advertised. It keeps popping up as one that they're featuring and everything. So I've got it installed. I'm not going to walk you through how to install a mod by now. I'm sure you know how to do that. So what is the visual storage mod? It is at its heart exactly what it says on the tin. It's a mod that gives you storage solutions that you can actually see what's going on in them. So if we go into the crafting section, it's separated in its own thing, visual storage. Now, to enable these in the first place, to be able to have them, you're going to need to have smithy and a large storage box engrams unlocked. Those are the requirements you had. And clearly we need a smithy to make everything, so let's get a smithy out. This is the Dino Plus smithy, and then here is the regular smithy. And if you take a look in the Dino Plus smithy, you'll see it does not have the visual storage mod. It doesn't get in there, whereas in the regular smithy, it is there. So to do this, you're going to need the regular smithy, not the Dino Plus version. So let's just get rid of that. We don't need it. So at the heart of the visual storage mod are two pieces. One for offloading from yourself and one for offloading from creatures. So to offload from yourself, you're going to need the drop box. And to offload from your creatures, you're going to need the crane. First, we'll do the drop box. Make one of those. So and you can put that down wherever you want. First, you need to take it out of the smithy. So you can, what you want to do with the drop box, you want to put it where it's going to be convenient for you. Like put it like right by your door or whatever. So when you walk in, it's going to be the first thing you grab. I've been putting mine right next to a salvage station because the salvage station breaks things down into parts. And then I can take it from the salvage station, throw it into there, and distribute it to all the other areas. This will make sense eventually. Just throw that all in there. Yes, throw all the items in there. And then salvage them to get all their parts. Because so the Dino Plus can't be done, so just chuck them in. But see, now we've got a whole bunch of materials, which is going to be helpful later on. So, you've got that. Well, what do I do with it? It's just an empty box. Can I put things in it? Yes, you can. So we can take all these materials here and just drop them in there. And then it will give you a list of all the materials you have, how much of everything you have. Now, it won't divide it into little piles. It will just give you like the whole thing at once. Nice big text with the picture and the word, so it's really easy to read. And then you have all sorts of options over here. And pulling is not set up yet because we're getting in the phase where we could be a wireless crafting. That's one of the goals here. But it's not set up yet because we don't have the things out. So for the moment, you've got all the stuff I need. Give me it all. This will all make sense in a few minutes. For right now, just put it all in there. Okay. So let's make one of those. All right, so we've made a couple of the visual storage bins. Now let's put them out. Let's get a look at what this thing actually looks like. So now when you put this out, here's the first thing you need to be careful of. We'll just put them out over here. Notice down at the bottom, we've got, just like with all the structures, it's collect them all in one. We've got fiber, metal, stone, thatch, and wood. And we can choose to make the shed, each one of them. Remember, you have to make it before you put it down. Decide what type you want. So I'm going to make a wood one. So I'm going to put a wood one. I'm just going to put them over. Just put them down here for now. There's the wood one. Okay, now, got another one. I'm going to make this one my raw metal. You can put them wherever you want, obviously. And then I'm going to make another one that is stone. And now I have these smaller ones. I'm going to make one for fiber. Oh, for frack's sake. Buddy, I'm kind of busy here. Get lost. Always interruptions. Okay, back to what we're doing. I'm going to make this one for thatch. And put it down. There. Okay, you can get rid of the cuckoo banana gun. So now, well, okay, great. So I've got those. How do I do it? Like, how do I make them go from here to there? What's the thing? So you're going to go to your Dropbox. Open it up. You can either use hold down the option, use the wheel, and choose the distribution menu from there, or you can go into the device itself and go to the distribution menu there. And then it shows you all the materials that it will work with. Okay, so now we have set up over there stone, wood, metal, fiber, and thatch. So now each one of those will be represented here. So we've got, the first one we've got over there is we've got fiber. So you can click on fiber, and you can say where you want it to distribute it to. When you click distribute from this box, where you want to, if you want, you can have it to go to multiple places. So let's say we want it to go to the fiber bin, and we want it to go to the smithy. And by default, it'll split it to go 50-50. But you can go in here, and you can change it, and you say, I want 90% of it to go to the fiber bin, and I want 10% of it to go to the smithy. So there's some in my smithy to use if you want, or whatever. Or you can, but we don't want that. We just want it all to go to the fiber bin. So it'll go there. Now, you don't have to save entries right now, because I was doing that after one, and it would close it. You don't have to close it. You can just go to the next one. So let's go to the next one we've got set up. We set up metal, and I would like the metal to go to the metal shed, 100% of it. And we set up, what else did we do? We set up stone. I'd like the stone to go to the stone shed. I'd like the thatch to go to my thatch bin. And I'd like the wood to go to the wood shed. And once you've got them all set up, then save entries. And now that is all set up. Okay, so let's take all these materials out of here and drop them all in here. Just put them all in there. Bam. Okay, there's more stuff to go, so you can just keep dumping it in there. Dump it all in there. Okay, and again, hit distribute items. And there you see now, we have stuff in all of them. My stone's in there, my metal's in there, my wood's in there, my fiber's in there, my thatch is in there. Now, and because it's visual storage, I can see the stuff that's all in there. I can see if I need to get more, I can see if I got some. And if we take a look at how much is in there, it's 400, that's 498 wood, represents that little wood. So imagine how much storage this actually has. You can get a lot of stuff in them. Okay, you'll notice I have nothing on me, right? I have no items on me. All I have is this. So it needs fiber to repair it. You notice it's highlighted green. It is doing wireless crafting and pulling from my bins. So, and it stopped there because we're out of fiber. No, we need hide. Okay, so there you go. That's one of the things. Wireless crafting is a thing on this. You no longer have to carry the stuff. You just have to have it in your base. So it was pulling from those various bins to get the stuff we needed. Come on, come up here. Out of where I'm shooting. Jerk. Oh, good. You brought a friend. Hold still. Die. Corpses, corpses everywhere. Everywhere. Never stops. Structures. Wood. Just make me some walls. There. Should have less raptors coming in to charge me too. Salvage all items. I think you can set this up beside a grinder as well, but it's just the easiest way to get your materials distributed after you've broken them down. So again, you remember when you're putting these things out, select it, and then down at the bottom, check. So we're going to make one for hide. Put a hide rack right there. And then I'm going to switch over. I'm going to make one for pelt. Put it right there. Switch over and make one for silk. Put it right there. Okay, now. Go down here. Open this up, because pushing distribute items at this point will do nothing, because we haven't told it to put them there. So again, we have to go into the distribution menu. Now we just put out for hide, send to the hide wall rack, pelt, send to the pelt wall rack, pelt hair or wool, send to the pelt wall rack, and the silk, send to the silk wall rack. And then save entries when you've got it done. Again, you could distribute to multiple places if you want. So now we push the distribute items. It puts them there, and it shows them as rolls of it all processed for you. So there's the silk. There's that. We don't have any pelt. And again, once you've got it, just transfer it all over to the box of everything. And again, if we watch over here, we say distribute items, there. And now the pelt, wool, and hide is out there as well. And now you can access it for wireless crafting, or you can go to any one of these things, open up his inventory, and take it out. And say, but it doesn't have the stacks. It's no good here. You can have the option to withdraw a stack. You can choose to pull a number, or you have the quick ones here with 1 to 5, 10, and 50. There, and a stack. And you go with settings menu. The setting menu doesn't allow you to change those things. It allows you to change stuff like this. So you can go and set it so you always want it to look like there's some in it. You can turn on the manual fills. And then it always looks like there's, so you can set it to 50%, or you can set it to 100% to show it all full. And we'll just turn that back off. They'll do represent what's actually in there. Style and color. You can choose what you want it to look like. You can set it to a custom color if you want. You can set it, do you want the weather effects to go on it? There you go. And we'll just close that. We don't need any of that. Just showing you that you can do that. But the settings doesn't allow you to change the 1, 2, 5, 10 thing. That's just set in there. Make one of those. And see, now it's pulling everything. So yeah, you have the stone, you have the metal, no problem. I did do a shelf. No, I didn't do a shelf. I don't know why I did the rack. I don't need the rack. There's only 3 things for the rack, and I did them all already. So everything looks like the thing it is. That's the most interesting part. Okay, so let's go with some of these. I'm just going to put them out in the middle here. Why you give me yellow? Why you give me red? I don't know why it's arguing with me, but you can't put it there. Why not? Let's put it here. This one's going to be for crystal. Let's make another one for flint. Why? What is your problem? You know what? Trying to explain why Arc does things is obsidian, stone. Okay, there's the 3 that we don't have there. So let's now set those up. Go into this, grab the distribution menu. And we just got one for crystal. The crystal ore bin. I just did a flint one to the flint ore bin. What was the third one I did? Obsidian? Yes, I got an obsidian ore bin. Okay, set those up. Save. Now watch them while we do it. Distribute items. Okay. And you can see exactly how much space there is in these. All right. We have flint. We have obsidian. There we go. Take it all. And put it in our box for distribution. Okay, the distribution box is full. Why is the flint is so small in there? You can hardly see it through the grass. It'd be better if they were on foundations. See, they're all in there. We're getting more in all of these. This is our raw metal. Okay, so more things. If you found Automated Arc had too many options, too many things that you didn't want it to do, and you just wanted inventory management, I think visual storage would be the way to go. Okay, let's put our shelf unit up. Just sit it somewhere here. So, and this is just a shelf unit. It doesn't do anything else. So let's put out these bins and pay attention. Let's make one be element. Put another one out here. Make this one be polymer. Okay, we got element and polymer. That's the only thing you got to try and remember what the heck you've been doing. Okay, and this one, we'll make that one black pearls, electronics, and silica pearls. And you can turn off snap if you want and have these sitting on the shelf however you like them. There we go. So now we got those 5 set up. Get out of this. And let's go back over here to the distribution menu again and change the settings for those. So we just put out black pearls. Please send them to the black pearl bin. We did element. So to send it to the element crate. That's tongue twister right there. We didn't set up organic polymer yet. We did set up regular polymer. Electronics, that's one of the ones that I couldn't remember. Electronics, the electronics crate. Pearls, regular pearls, silica pearls, silica pearls. We did that. And save entries. Now let's take a look over here. You see these are all still empty. You can try and get a look at it while we're doing it. Distribute items. We go over here. All these trays now have stuff in them. The element, the polymer, the pearls, and the electronics are all there. We go into first person view. You can see a little better. Take a look at better at those shelves. That all the stuff is in them. And as it says, it's visual storage. It's a representation. You can see, am I out of silica pearls? No, I'm not. I have some left. And it will tell you exactly how many. So that little bit is representing 168. Let's see what it looks like if we do the creative mode and fill it. That's what it looks like full. And it has in it 200 in a stack, but the total is 2,500 black pearls. You get storage for days. You don't need any more storage. You're not going to need any more storage if you set this up. This, pallets. Okay, right now that's a metal ingot pallet. Yeah, put it right there. And I'm going to make a fertilizer pallet. I don't have any fertilizer right now. Those are the only types. Okay. Distribution menu. Metal ingots and fertilizer. Fertilizer. To the fertilizer pallet. Metal ingots. To the ingot pallet. Save entries. And distribute. And now we have a visual representation of our metal ingots. And now they can pull them for wireless crafting because it's set up. Once you have the storage out, wireless crafting that requires those will work. We've got hide hanging on the wall. We've got flint in a bin over there. So only need this for a kite and keratin. So let's just throw it right there. Kite and keratin, go. We just set up the kite and keratin one. And we have a bunch. Well, we have some. Not a lot. Anyway, distribution menu. Chitin. Into the chitin small box. And keratin also into that same box because it's the same stuff, really. You could separate them if you wanted to. Distribute. And now there's some chitin in there. So let's put out a barrel or two. So that's charcoal. And then gunpowder. And then we don't have salt or sand here. We do have spark powder. And that's it. Sulfur we don't have here. There we go. And you'll notice they label what they are. So gunpowder, spark powder, and charcoal. Distribution menu. Charcoal. To the charcoal barrel. Gunpowder. To the gunpowder barrel. And spark powder to the spark powder barrel. Save. Distribute. Okay, we don't have hardly any. You see there's some in the bottom of those. Okay, and there's one more type that we can do, which is the buckets. And again, the buckets are like all these different things. We can make one of angler gel, cementing paste, clay. We don't have clay here. For narcotic. Make one for tree sap. And notice again, they're also labeled. Stimulant. And that's it. And we go once again to the distribution menu. And we set up angler gel. To the angler gel bucket. Set up cementing paste. The cementing paste bucket. We didn't do clay because we don't have it here. Got to go slowly. Oh, there is one more type we need to show you as well. We did narcotic. We got an organic polymer? No, we didn't do organic polymer. Thought I did. We did sap. We did stimulant. Save. Distribute. Make sure there's nothing in here. So there's absolutely no stuff in here at all. But we can make all of these things. Yeah. Okay, there. So here's the final type, which are these barrels. And we want one for gasoline. And swap over. And let's make one for oil as well. Here, put the oil one over here. And we could also do it for propellant if you're doing that sort of thing. Okay, and then back to the box, to the distribution menu. And we just set up gasoline. I want to go to the gas drum. And oil. I want to go to the oil drum. And once again, save entries when you're done. Distribute items. The one more thing that I said, that's all well and good for bringing stuff right from there or whatever. But what if you've been out harvesting on your ankylosaur or whatever? So there's one more piece to this puzzle, which is this sucker right here. There. Now this acts basically the same as the box over here that I can't get to because I've cluttered up my yard. Acts the same as this drop box. Only what this does is it offloads it from your dinosaur. So if you go, you see basically the inventory is the same. The distribution menu is here, but we have the option to unload dino. If you want to know how to do those commands, the summoning the commands and everything, let me know. That's a whole different video, but I can certainly show you that. I call this a Dedicurus because I watched a bunch of dinosaur stuff because I'm into that sort of thing, and scientists referring to this as Dedicurus. A lot of people pronounce it as Dodicarus as well. I don't really care how you can call it Joe Roly Poly. Doesn't matter as long as you call me for dinner. You know that's the deal. Okay, let's quickly bash some stuff to show you this final part. So let's grab some wood, and let's grab some stone. Hit the stone that's in front of. There you go. And so what you want to do is bring your dinosaur over here. This has a big range too, I believe. You can change it. Actually, let's check on that. Can we change the range of pulling for this? Let's see. Unload dino, settings menu, distribution menu, no, admin menu, show distribution range, show crane range. There you go. Okay, so your dinosaur has to be inside where this box is. So you could pull this up, get this box, and then drop a pillar here and there and there and there to give you an idea where the offload range is. Now, can we shrink it? Can I shrink the range? Hide crane range. No, I don't want to demolish it. Is there a settings option? Settings menu. Is it this? Crane unload area. There we go. We can change this. Okay. Let's make this 2. Because if you don't want it to be robbing dinosaurs without, then Z10, that's fine. Save. There, now it's a much smaller box that it's grabbing from. Anyway, so you've got your dinosaur inside the box, and you would mark it out here. You could put foundations to mark it if you want. Basically arc most of the time. So you could put this, you could build whatever you want there to indicate to, without having this on, to have that yellow box is ick. We don't want that ruining the stuff anytime. Anyway, so we got it there. And then just push triangle to unload the dino. Now, what it's done is put it all in here. And then we would distribute it to the different piles if they weren't already full. And that is the last step. That is how you use the visual storage. So you can see that I don't have anything, right? Just make sure, like, nothing in my inventory. Nothing up my sleeves. Nothing inside my gloves. I don't have anything on me. Go over to crafting. Let's just go over to a structure. Fridge. And it says you can make it. Wireless crafting. It's pulling from all this storage that I've set up. And now it's made it in my inventory. And I can put it out. And that is the extra bonus of the visual storage. It also enables wireless crafting. So you can craft at your benches. You can craft on yourself. As long as you're within range of your stuff at your base, you don't have to go looking. Oh, I need 4 more flint. I got to over grab some flint. Oh, I need 5 hide. I got to go grab some hide. Nope. Wireless crafting. Pull. So that is how the visual storage mod works. That's how you can set it all up. And that's the benefits of having it. So do a like, follow, subscribe. All the things you know how to do anyway. And if you want more tutorials like this, leave a comment and we'll try to get to it. So thank you for watching and catch you next time.